Hey, Coach Todd here, and today we're going to talk about sprints. Now you're going to do sprints on each of your speed days throughout the week. So you're going to have 3 speed days throughout the week. Monday, you're going to be doing medicine ball rotations and sprints. Wednesday or day 2 of speed day, you're going to be doing jumps and sprints. And then Friday, after your bullpen, you're going to be doing sprints again. And so each sprint day is going to be a different variation on the sprint, and I'll walk you through those today. Now, as you can see, we have flags at 10-yard intervals, and so we'll be using those 10-yard intervals to do each of our sprint work. So day 1 is we're going to be doing starts. Now with starts, you're going to basically, you're just going to be running between 10 and 20 yards. First couple weeks, probably just 10, maybe a couple of 20s in there. And then the longer you do it, we'll increase the distance a little bit, but we won't go beyond 20 yards. So basically, on starts, you start from various positions. So you can start from a base stealing position, you can reverse it, and then we'll have you do different kneeling and lying positions. And so the goal is to start as quick as you can to move force in as small a window as possible. We'll add some challenge to it by turning our starts into chases, meaning putting like another guy like 5 yards back and have them initiate the run and try to catch you before 10 or 20 yards is up. So we'll do that. And so we'll probably do about 10 starts, and then our sprint work will be done. Now, as with all our speed days, you want to make sure you do dynamic stretching, some mobility work beforehand, get your legs loose, do some jogging, get the blood flow going. You don't want to go into a sprint cold turkey and pull something. One thing I like to do prior to sprinting is do build-ups where you're running 20 to 30 yards, or you're just starting from slow and then gradually increasing speed till at the end of a 20 or 30 yard span, you're at full speed. You can do a couple of those, but also go through rounds of your stretching and what you usually do to get your legs warm. Also, the reason we like sprints as pitchers is, like I've told you before, pitching is a sprinting type of movement. It's something where you have to apply a lot of force in a small window of time, and so and especially driven from your legs, and so sprinting is going to build that for you. Speed is something you can train, just like pitching velocity is something you can train. So hopefully this can help you in your throwing velocity as well as help you in your running, which doesn't hurt when you're looking to go to the next level. In addition, during all sprints, we want to time these, and so if you have a stopwatch, and if you're doing this on your own, then just carry the stopwatch with you. When you start it. When you cross the flag, end it. On speed day 2, we're going to do something called flying sprints. What a flying sprint is that you just slowly build up speed over the course of about 20 yards until you get to top. You want to time it so that you get to top speed around the 20-yard line, and then between the 20 and 30 or the 20 and 40-yard line, you want to go full speed and maintain it. And so what flying sprints are going to do is let you work your full speed and then maintain it over distance. Okay, so as starts worked your acceleration and getting off and running fast, flying sprints are going to work your top speed and maintaining it over time. Same thing with starts. You want to time it. So if you run with the stopwatch, you start your stopwatch once you hit the 20-yard line at top speed, and then you turn it off once you hit to your point where you stop your top speed. Okay, finally on speed day 3, we're gonna do something called 3 zones. So 3 zones is basically a flying sprint followed by a coast, followed by an acceleration. So what this is gonna work is, number 1, it's gonna work your top speed like a flying sprint. And then number 2, it's gonna work that end speed where like you're at the end of a run and you need to really turn on the jets at the end. And so basically we're going to do like a flying sprint where we're going to build up for the first 20 yards, and then we're going to do a fly for 10 yards after that. We're going to coast for 10 yards, and then for the last 10 yards is put on the jets again and finish strong. Okay, and so if you want to time that, you can time the flying. This one's not as much about timing as it is working top speed and end acceleration. All right, let's talk rest intervals. For starts, you're only sprinting 10 to 20 yards. Make sure you rest at least 30 to 45 seconds in between. For flying sprints and for 3 zones, you're doing a much more intense run. So you're gonna get each minute to 90 seconds in between sprints. Now, if you already have a stopwatch you're using, it should be easy to track that. As soon as you're done with your sprint, look at your time, reset it, and restart the clock for your rest time. Rest is important because the only way to get faster is to sprint at your full capable speed. You're not going to get faster running when you're gassed, even if you're running your hardest, because speed is grown through muscle recruitment, for mind to body communication, for twitch development, and all that happens at top speed.